Hey, Loco sports fans. Ooh, we are cropped too tight. There we go. Give us a little room to breathe. Welcome to the Loco Sports Lowdown. Justin Jarrett, along with Wes Kerr and Marcus Walsh, on a rainy Friday night in the Loco. Kind of a slow night. Baseball and softball schedules got
Happy
decimated
May
tonight.
1st. It is
Yeah,
playoff
May Day. May
yes.
Day, baby.
Yeah,
But yeah, baseball and
really,
softball
really
schedules kind of got,
before the storm. It's really the lull before the storm weekend when things really start ramping up
yes.
next week.
Right.
Because
Everybody will be in
Right.
action by
Yep.
next week. Some were still lagging. Baseball, softball, soccer, still waiting to get started, except for Skiza baseball, which has already started. But yeah, kind of a slow night tonight because a lot of the stuff got wiped off the schedule. But we did have some playoff lacrosse, including I think you got out
And
in the weather.
yeah,
And
I
saw
was
some
I
of
was
it,
I
right,
was
Wes?
there. Yeah, I checked in for a couple minutes to watch the Seahawks score a couple of goals. But the big story was what happened last night at Hilton Head Christian Academy. One of the greatest games I have ever seen on any baseball or softball
Yeah,
field during my time here at Hilton Head Christian Academy, and
yeah.
just an incredible pitcher's duel until Dylan Gem walked it off on the first pitch he saw over the left field fence in the seventh inning. Just
Yep.
Wow.
absolutely electric for HHCA, and one of the classic games that I have been able to catch in person and cover. And I mean, just a defensive masterclass for Hilton. We'll get to a lot of it later, but just an unbelievable performance by the Eagles in that game, and certainly earned their spot in the their if they're upper or lower.
Basically, the championship
Yeah,
game of
the
their half
championship
of the
game of
bracket.
their half of the
Yeah.
bracket. Yeah, because they
Yeah.
win that, they're in
Which
the
is
yeah.
by far the tougher half of the bracket. That side got stacked.
Yep.
The other side, Pinewood lost early,
Mm.
and I think they may still be in it, but I think they have to win twice. Like it's a whole
Yep.
ordeal for them. Yeah, crazy stuff happening
Yeah,
with the
so,
Skiza baseball. That was an incredible game last night. 1-0 win for
Unbelievable.
HHCA, and we will talk about that. I also got to see JP2 the night before against Hammond in a good game. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight on the Lowdown. Also, just random news coming out. But anyway, show brought to you tonight by Mickelson Law Firm and WHHI TV, our all-star sponsors. Mickelson Law Firm been with us since the beginning. They are the presenting sponsor of our Hilton Head Christian Academy coverage, and the Eagles, of course, still in it over there at HHCA, looking for a third straight state championship. But Mickelson Law Firm also our official real estate closing attorney of LowcoSports.
They
But you
were
can follow them for
celebrating right
all
with
year.
the crowd on Thursday night. It was
yeah.
tremendous crowd.
It was phenomenal crowd, and the Mickelsons were among them. Of course, I saw many Mickelsons among the crowd over there. Mickelson Law Firm, our official real estate closing attorney, but great place for all your legal needs. And then WHHI TV, our partner in local sports coverage. Marcus Walsh, splitting time, and just anything you can do to make an excuse to get out to a ball game, right?
That's what I try to do, and I mean the excuses really come certainly this time of year. Obviously, doing a little bit more with football on some weeks that we may not have football, and Jess and I were talking over a bunch of stuff, trying to kind of formulate a schedule idea. We really don't get going with sales or that type of thing really until the summer, obviously, because you start trying to really sell too soon, it's not going to work. And then the same thing with basketball and all the great tournaments that go on, especially around the holidays. We talk about the Bobcat Classic, and Hilton Head puts on a great tournament as well. I've been to both of those and whatnot. So to get out to either some baseball or softball as well is great. And had another really good experience. Very busy week filling in for Lisa Richardson a bunch of the week this week, as she was doing a bunch of stuff with her kids, but had a really cool experience that I'll share and a few other things in my parting thoughts, but always busy just a few minutes down the road now over there at the Bridge Center.
Yeah, man. So thanks again to Mickelson Law Firm and WHHI TV. Wow, where do we start, guys? We've got some stuff that's come through. I guess we'll go kind of rapid fire here with a few things off the top of my head. One being we've talked a lot about May River having a new head football coach, and what that would mean as far as their offense, because I think we're all eager to see them do something a little different. They did name their offensive coordinator, and it's a guy we know, Chris Knight, who was the OC, co-OC with Chris Myers at Hampton County a couple years back. He's bounced around a little bit since. I think he was at Berkeley, and then most recently at JL Mann, I want to say. So he's bounced a little bit, but made his way back to the Lowco here, and he told me they'll be running a split back veer. So we'll do something a little different, a little more traditional, I guess. But no, that's kind of cool. Then the other kind of distressing news that we saw come across today was that the Beaufort County funding for USCB's arena that we had initially reported on, it has now been pulled off the table at one of the 3 required readings. It didn't pass. So they'll be back to the drawing board on that. Doesn't mean it's dead in the water, I don't think. I think it's just that they've got to revisit that. And we did know at the time that it was kind of bad optics because they had just made some announcements about some cuts they were making to some pretty vital services. And so the optics were not great to be approving that on the heels of that. And I wonder if they got some blowback on that. So it's kind of back to the drawing board for USCB on that front. But again, it was only a drop in the bucket of the funding. They have about almost half the funding secured. And this was, they need over 100 million, I believe. And this was only 11. So it's not, it's not a death project or anything like that, but it definitely is a setback.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Unfortunate to see, especially after the voting went in their favor a couple of weeks ago, and hopefully they'll find a way to get back and enjoyable and continue the efforts to secure the funding they need for this, what would be a tremendous addition to USCB athletics, and really not just USCB athletics, but the community in general, if they're able to pull off again that arena / convocation center. So we'll definitely continue to share updates when they're available, but certainly a big time piece of news. Unfortunately, a little bit of a step back in that development, but you expect them to continue to push on it and look to continue their efforts to securing what they need to make that possible, because we've talked all about how that could be such an important and vital improvement in just project to really amplify so many different things around here in the Low Country, including first and foremost, not just USCB basketball, in a high scale arena, but also baseball and softball on campus is the vision and goal of that as well.
Yeah, for
Indeed.
sure.
Yeah. So we'll keep you posted on that. Obviously it's not, everything's in flux and usually is and stays that way. But we'll keep you posted on any new developments as far as that goes. All right. So I think that's the big kind of newsy items of the day, right? So we can kind of move into back to the bread and butter here, which is these playoff situations. And as you mentioned, Wes, we've had some great Skiza baseball games. We were hoping for a Hilton Head Christian JP2 round 3. It did not come to pass. JP2 lost a 2-0 game to Augusta Christian on Tuesday, and then they just couldn't get the bats going again on Wednesday, falling 4-2 to Hammond. They got no hit actually by the kid whose name I've now lost. It's escaped my mind. But he was dealing, and my phone is on the charger. I'm gonna have to run and get it. I forgot to bring it with me. But no, the kid was nasty, and there was a scout from Presbyterian there watching him and
Wow.
noting everything, and he threw a great game. He walked a few guys, and that's how they scored some runs, but did not allow a hit. Their defense helped him out a couple of times with some great plays, which is usually the case when you throw no against a quality squad. And I believe, according to Hayden Jennings, assistant coach at JP2, friend of the program, former JP2 star, I believe he got offered on the spot from Presby after the game, and deservedly so. He was really nice. Worth Lundy, that was his name. Worth Lundy. I could not remember that name, but Pinewood is still in it, and on the other side they got to play Ben Lippen on Monday.
Yeah, they in the elimination, the losers bracket side of things.
Yeah, they got to win. Got to win twice, which they might.
Yeah, they got to beat Ben Lippen, and then they got to beat Cardinal Newman twice. So that work to be done. Work to be done for the Panthers of Pinewood Prep. But Hilton Christian sitting pretty exactly where you want to be, and not only do you get that captured seat, you only have to win one, but everyone's fresh and ready and rested for Wednesday. So they get ready to take on either Lawrence Manning or a rematch with Augusta Christian.
Yeah, and I would bet on Augusta Christian. That's a really good baseball team.
Yes, they are. They were very impressive. I mean, toe to toe for 7 innings. And my goodness, I don't think I've seen a better performance on the mound than what I saw from Knuckles. He was simply fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just crazy good. And just much respect. I mean, that was such a well played baseball game. From start
that
to
was
finish.
The best defense, the best combined defensive efforts and pitching efforts I've ever seen a college baseball or high school baseball game here in the Low Country.
Can't disagree.
I've never seen that well played of a defensive and pitching game as what I saw on last night. Unbelievable.
It was a crazy good game. So I walked up. I saw about half of it. I walked up west, or I pulled up as the Eagles had the bases loaded, and then Maul popped out to end the inning. It was like 3-2 count. It was intense as I'm walking up, and I'm watching on Game Changer. So I saw the next inning though, where kid hit a rope to right center. And Slade goes over and cuts it off in the gap and turns around and throws an absolute missile and gets the guy by like 3 steps trying to get a double out of it. And it should have been a double by all accounts, but Slade made a great play. You also saw him earlier in the game make another great play with his arm to stop a runner trying to tag.
That big time double play, which actually went from bird to bird, from Slade and up to Stone.
Via Colella.
Yeah.
And then the play right after that hose, Chip Hetzel just absolutely smothered a short hop that was incredible. I mean, it was just everybody was flashing the leather. It was really good.
He's an athlete. I was really impressed with what I saw with him on the mound when I saw them against JP2.
Brilliant play after brilliant play.
A week ago.
Give credit to Tucker Nelson as well, who was so steady on the mound. Didn't walk anyone, struck out 3, but just steady as can be. And there were a couple spots where obviously the defense helped him out, but there were a couple of spots where he needed to come up big, and he did against a really scrappy Augusta Christian team. They've got some hitters, especially the top of that lineup. I mean, that is one heck of a win. And then the punctuation at the end by the hero. What a swing over that left field fence. Just a majestic home run to end the ball game. And
it was a no doubter.
Yeah. Just a special way to wrap up what was a unbelievable game. And I mean, talk about a player that I don't think we mentioned much at all this year, and that's the beauty of it is you get the unsung heroes coming up big to be heroes in the playoffs, and none bigger than Mr. Gem for what he did on a tremendous swing, ending the game on that first pitch of the bottom half of the 7th inning, the walk-off homer by Dylan Gem, and just that's stuff of, just high level excitement. And I'm gonna pull it up right here.
There we go, Dylan Gem.
Dylan Gem, that's how you say it.
Yep.
It was a
That's
gem,
how-
though. That swing by
that's
Joe
how-
Williams.
Yes, it was. That's how Toby just said it. I think it went over the treehouse out in left center
Yeah.
with all the kids on it, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure it sailed right over the top of that thing. Here we go. Here we go. You won't have to wait long because it's a first pitch. Absolute hammered.
Knew it right away.
Look at him.
Wow.
They're already out of the dugout before he's even in first base.
Adios,
That's
pelota.
Ball and
Yeah.
no doubt
Adios,
about it.
pelota, indeed.
Yep.
Es verdad, es
Nothing
verdad.
Nothing better than that. To see
Yeah,
that
look
kind
at
of
this.
celebration
The
after
umpire
that.
has to tell him, hey, back up with the water bucket, man. Like, let him
Right.
get home
Let
first.
them cross the plate first. Cross
They
the
were
plate
about to-
first, and then
We waiting for him at the plate. Umpire's like, no, you're going to let me get out of here first. They got him.
That's right.
sir.
Party
What a
was
moment for
on.
Dylan. Very, very well deserved. He has been. I mean, he earned his spot at that place in the lineup, and to come through in a spot like that against a guy who is just on fire all game long, attacking first pitch, swinging a beautiful swing over that left field wall. I mean, just a magical moment for him and this team.
Yep.
And that team of Decimate Town we've talked about before, they just know how to win big games in the playoffs. That switch has flipped and has continued to stay flipped these last couple of years. And if they play like this mentality, I don't see them falling in terms of losing that title this year. Maybe they'll drop one or two, like one at each spot in terms of this bracket, the state finals. But I don't see them going to be wavering enough that they're going to fall out of this thing. They're just playing some incredible defensive baseball. They're getting the pitching they need from their top guys, and yeah, it wasn't their best performance to the plate, but they found a way to battle all game, and they had opportunities before. They just couldn't cash into the bases loaded a couple days ago. Before that didn't score, you kind of felt it was coming. Now, I didn't expect to see it come like that. All the credit in the world to Gem, to how he approached that AB. Like I said, attacking first pitch, swinging. That's you want to do it. Have that chance to be a hero. Why not? Why not you?
I mean,
Why not end it? Why not?
keyholed one and dude grooved in one.
And I tell you what, Wes, I agree with you. I would have really liked to have seen, of course, an HHCA JP2 rematch based off what I saw last week. But with them out of the picture, I mean, it's HHCA's to lose, in my opinion. They look pretty outstanding, I think. And they just keep finding ways to win. And when you've got the pedigree that they do, that's really what it takes.
Yeah,
it's just that winning
I
culture
can't
that they've
imagine.
developed.
I just can't imagine either Augusta or Lawrence Manning beating them twice. So I think they're definitely in. And then I just I don't know. I don't think Pinewood can take 2 out of 3 off them either. So I think you're right. I think it's theirs to lose. On the other hand, Hilton Head Prep trying to repeat as well, and they're going to have a long haul to get back because they lost 6-4 at Williamsburg last night. So they are going to have to now win one against Spartanburg Christian. They got them on Monday, and then they would have to beat Williamsburg twice, Wednesday and Thursday. So it's going to be a long haul for them to try to get back there, but it can be done. We'll see who's got the most pitching depth. Thomas Hayward was eliminated, 6-4 loss to the Kings Academy in game 3 of that best of 3. So they fell out. Patrick Henry got knocked out the day before, 5-4 loss to OP. Played them tough. And Carlton Prep was also ousted that day. So that sets us up with, there weren't any Skeeza games tonight that we had to worry about. So we didn't lose any to rain. We just have one on Monday with Spartanburg Christian at Hilton Head Prep at 4. And then on Wednesday, it'll be, if Prep wins, they'll go back to Williamsburg, and then we'll have Hilton Head Christian at home.
Yeah, obviously, games to watch on Monday. Augusta Christian, Lawrence Manning should be a treat. I expect, like you said, I do expect Augusta Christian to win that one. But we'll see. The elimination games can be hard to predict. and you got to bounce back quickly. I guess in this sense, you have time in between games. It's not like a tournament where you lose you lose one, you got to play another one, and you have to deal with the emotions of losing the first one. This one, you got some time to recharge at least for Augusta Christian, and I kind of think because of that, I think they'll be fine, and we'll probably win this game, and we'll see them back at Hilton Head Christian for what would be a very much anticipated game on Wednesday if we get it.
Yeah, no doubt. And look at this. 25 straight home wins for HCA dating back to last year. It is quite an atmosphere that they've developed there.
It really has, and the production and just the sound, the music, the overall energy. One of the best atmospheres I've seen. Now there are definitely some that have rivaled both here and elsewhere, but there's something special about the cage, really is, and it was absolutely rocking all game long, and one of the more magical atmospheres and finishes that I have seen in any sport around here with that walk-off home run. Pretty special sight to see, and those Eagles fans know how to pack the cage, whether it be football, basketball, or baseball. They've become a heck of a baseball school these last couple of years.
Yes.
No
Absolutely.
doubt. And no sign of letting up, really. I mean, there's talent in the pipeline going all the way down through middle school. It's gonna be pretty good. That's where we stand with baseball. We had some games rained out tonight. Last night, Oceanside beat Beaufort 8-3, non-region game, just a funsy game. Bishop England did beat Bluffton 1-0 on Wednesday, pitcher's duel. So that settled everything. I think Bishop England will be the 2, Hilton Head will be the 3, Bluffton will be the 4. So
yes,
now only 1 and 2 really matter. The rest is all
so it's not like so after first and second, everybody's in that at-large pool pretty much.
That's the way I understand it.
That's what I saw as well. Yep.
So I've got, I left it at school, but I've got a rough idea of what I think it's going to look like. And it looks to me like May River and Bluffton are going to be in the same pod as the 3 and the 6.
I know.
And South Florence is probably going to be in there, and then either Darlington or Wilson.
Ooh.
So, I think it's going to be a pretty good little pod.
Regional, quote unquote.
Yeah, district
tournament, as they would call it here.
District, yeah. Yep. So that's what it looks like. And then Hilton Head to be on the other side. I forget who they were paired up with, but they would end up being like the 5 or not the 5, no, the 7, I think. Yeah. So you could potentially get like a Hilton Head and May River Lower State semis. Or matching up in the second round.
If they don't play each other in the district tournament, we could have that best of 3.
They could have the best of 3 in that next round. So
that'd be fun.
We'll see. I mean, no official brackets yet, but we should get them.
We should get by the end of the weekend.
I would ordinarily say that, but we had games rained out tonight, so I'm not sure exactly what.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would think probably early.
That does. Yep. They may have till Monday to make those up.
Yep. So may have to wait a little bit before.
If they're relevant, they may not make them up if they're not relevant.
Are the playoffs supposed to start like on Monday or Tuesday?
Wednesday, I believe.
Wednesday, okay. All right.
No, actually, I think baseball starts Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday. So we'll have to see if those games get replayed or they just won't play them because they just don't have much time to.
No, you're right. 4A does start Monday.
Yeah. So
wow.
So they gotta settle that.
Yep.
All right. Interesting. So there may be some games that just get scrapped.
Yep. Probably will have to happen because they just don't have time to play them. It's going to be probably just winning percentage or whatever. They're
not relevant.
Baseball as well. Sometimes it gets rained out. You can't play all 24 or 27 or how many games you play, and just takes overall winning percentage into account. So
so we'll have more playoff baseball coming for you next week.
Yep.
Starting Monday and rolling all throughout the week.
Yep. And my plan is, as we do normally most years, is to have a Sunday night show where we go through all the brackets because we'll just that is
I agree.
That is most likely
Spring
the
bracket
case.
madness.
Yes. Yep.
That's for sure.
All right. So what else we got going here? We had some softball over the week. You talked last time we were with us, Marcus, about seeing JP2 softball, and they kept it rolling. They beat Hilton Head Christian 10-0 on Wednesday. They beat Cross 13-0 yesterday. So Tevi Mullen doing her thing, spinning it.
He's something.
Yeah, she's really good. Colleton County beat Bluffton 13-2, so they locked up the number 2 seed from Region 6 4A. Colleton Prep routed Dorchester. Branchville beat Colleton County. Branchville's real good. And Battery Creek beat Whale Branch 18-2. So there's some softball for you. We still got a tennis team in it too. Bluffton Bobcats,
Wow.
2 wins already. They won their first round matchup. What was the score of that one? They won 6-0 over Hartsville, and then round 2, they won 5-1 over Aiken.
Yep. So they will get. Oh, it's a region rematch. They got Bishop England.
Yeah.
They will head to Bishop England on Monday.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with the Bobcats.
That's right. Indeed.
Look to advance again.
Tough matchup there for the Bobcats, but heck of a run so far into the lower.
Yeah, it's been impressive. I mean, Aiken's not an easy opponent, especially going on the road.
Yeah.
Beat them. They did 5-1. Big time congratulations to that Bobcat tennis team, and see if team that they played before, Bishop England. Although Battling Bishops are looking certainly formidable from what we have seen from them. So we'll see what happens.
As usual, they're always very good at the tennis. Soccer, we told you the other night about a big soccer matchup on Wednesday night. JP2 Hilton Head Christian. They were both really good games. JP2 girls win it 2-1. They're still their only losses were to that Portugal team that's ranked top 15 in the nation. I got to talk with Haley Pena a little bit, the coach, and she's really excited about them going into the playoffs. But HHCA handed JP2 the L in PKs. It finished up 2-2, and HHCA winning at 5-4 in PKs. So big win for Jacob Duell's squad, and both those teams should be a problem in the playoffs, I think. Both good. Awfully good. More soccer last night. Not a good night for the Seahawks. Hilton Head girls, who had run the region so far, not anymore. They lose 5-0.
Now, I'm not sure if you heard the whole story of that match, but apparently
I did not.
I heard that 3 of the goals were on penalty kicks. There were 3, at least 2 or 3, I think, penalties that were awarded during the game, and Bishop England scored on all of them.
Oh, no.
So Hilton Head kind of lost their cool a bit, or something, or handball in the box. Some things happened where Hilton
something went sideways.
Yeah, they were undisciplined and gave up a couple of penalties that they shouldn't have given up, and that was the game pretty much. So that's a learning experience for them as they get ready for the playoffs. As they will, they tied the head-to-head, so it would go down to a.
Should be goal differential, which goes to
Bishop did finish 9-1. So I have to investigate.
I'm pretty sure Bishop England wins the tiebreaker on head-to-head goal differential. So
they
should be the 1 seed.
Yeah,
they'll probably end up. I mean, Hilton Head will probably be the 4 though, right?
Yeah, but then that's a
top-ranked 2 seed.
A tough missed opportunity there for Hilton Head because it's
Yep.
But
likely a rematch.
They could.
Like good chance.
Rematch, even if it was 5-0. Just a couple of unfortunate plays for them. Kind of the difference here for the Seahawks, but
same score in the guys' game. Bluffton routed Colleton County. Both teams, I think. I know the girls did. I don't see a boys score yet, or didn't. Hilton Head Prep girls, nice win over Bridges in a matchup of 2 good local teams. Buford Academy 3-1 over Patrick Henry. And then over on the boys' side, you had Bishop England 5-0 also over Hilton Head. Hardyville 6-2 win over Bamberg to finish up the region title for Coach Misa and the Canes. BA blank Patrick Henry 11-0, and Cross boys have had a tremendous season. They beat Coastal Homeschool 4-0. And then I don't know about the soccer tonight. There were a few games on tap. Don't know if they got them in. Presume they did, but I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there were many big thunderstorms. So
yeah, it was just wet.
Yeah,
so.
well, it depends on how wet the fields are, because the fields are too wet. Yes, they couldn't play.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Yeah, and it should, I don't know. Well, it should be absorbing it pretty good because we've had a real bad drought.
Yeah,
so
no, we definitely
hopefully.
need some rain these last
Yeah,
these
sure.
couple days. I think we're gonna get some more rain tomorrow.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a coming.
Yep.
But then buried the lead a little bit, but the lacrosse playoffs tonight.
Yes.
May River guys advance 13-7 over Academic Magnet. Bishop England beat Hilton Head 13-3, so they bow out. I haven't looked. We'll have to look at the bracket and see who the Sharks play next. But the girls' side, we had a Lowco and Lowco matchup, and your Seahawks rolling.
Yeah, Kara Cook. I mean, no surprise, she's been a tremendous coach. But 17-6 win. Blue was 5-3 at one point in the first half, and then Hilda routed off like 4 unanswered and kind of cruised the rest of the way. But some standout performances by a few Seahawks, most notably Kelly Graham, who had 4 goals in the first half. To add on top of that, an assist as well. Connor Cook, who I wonder if she is the daughter of Kara Cook, possibly.
That's a good question.
It
would make sense. It would stand to reason.
Yeah. And some great work as well by Whitney Waldron with a goal and 4 ground balls to lead the way in that department. And then Liesel Hopper also with a goal alongside Lizzie Markowitz. So they were cooking throughout the first half and into the second. So, what a program that Coach Kara Cook has developed there year in, year out. They've been very competitive, and they're once again headed to the semifinals in the state playoffs, which is a big accomplishment to get this far. And they will get their shot at Oceanside, I would assume, I would assume they knocked off Philip Simmons, but I will check just to make sure to see what happened. But Oceanside, the 1 seed, they will probably end up going to next. The Land Sharks, just a little bit to.
I'm having Max Preps troubles.
Yeah, it's I guess it's not just me. Yeah, just got another error.
Yeah.
So they might be down right now, but that game will be on Tuesday.
Yeah, presumably Oceanside won that one, and then May River guys will play either Christchurch or AC Flora, whoever won tonight. But again, the internet seems to be broken at the moment, so or at least the Max Preps.
Yeah, Max Preps. I'm getting here.
Yeah, it's 504ing us, so we'll have to find out later who those teams are going to play for sure. But that'll be. I got it here.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. The girls will be Tuesday. This semifinals.
Yeah, guys will be Monday. Girls will be Tuesday. So we will look forward to that next week.
We can pull off an upset and get to the finals. So.
All right.
The River got to them last year and gave it their all. So we'll see if anyone can get back to that state championship match in lacrosse. But great work is so far by 2 fantastic programs who are here year in and year out, in the May River boys and the Hilton Head girls.
Oh, we're back. And we're back. JP2 boys soccer did play tonight. They beat Pinewood 8-0. So that locks up the region title for JP2. And shout out to Lucas Martin for dropping that in the IG comments to let us know that they got the dub tonight. So congrats to JP2 boys. Tough loss in penalties to HHCA the other night, but they bounced back to rout Pinewood and wrap up that region title. So good stuff there. USCB was in action. First day of the Peach Belt Conference track and field championships down at Daytona. Don't know much about what happened there yet, but we'll track that down for Monday's show, certainly, if not Sunday. And
the softball Big softball series starting tomorrow between USCB and USC Aiken. Obviously, the Sand Sharks have clinched their spot in the conference tournament, but a chance to move up to the 6, potentially the 5. They'll play 1 tomorrow and then 2 on Sunday. So looking forward to seeing that matchup between USCB and USC Aiken.
I wonder, the weather's bad up there too, because our travel team was supposed to play in North Augusta, and it's rained out for Saturday and touch and go for Sunday. So I'm sure their field holds up pretty well at Aiken, but might be touch and go. They might be playing on a sloppy track.
Yeah.
Speaking of sloppy tracks, you guys got a derby pick for the weekend?
Ooh.
I do.
Or maybe we save that for parting thoughts.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Marcus will have lots of thoughts on the win place in the show, whatever they call it.
Got them all 3 down. That's
you
exactly
got your exact already.
Yep.
All right. Good stuff. So that's kind of what we know, right? Is that kind of what we know? Is there anything else we know? I got one other thing we can dig into, but we'll wait for a night when Max is here. I started doing some preliminary research on USCB's baseball recruiting class so far.
I saw you posted that. I couldn't open the thing though.
Oh, you couldn't open the photo, the image?
Yeah,
it was just an image. It might not have gone through well, but they've got some. They got some good arms coming in. It looks like high school and JUCO, and some decent bats. So we'll see. Hopefully they get some in the transfer portal as well, to supplement. But definitely, there's a couple pitchers in there that I was like, okay, yeah, this will bolster things a little bit. So we'll talk about that another night, though.
Yep.
What else? What else, Wes?
Trying to.
Got anything else? I feel like we're getting something big, but I don't know what it is.
Trying to go through all my notes and see.
I can't really think of anything off the
something
top of my
big
head.
that I forgot. I saw Hilton had. So something about Hilton's high football schedule.
Oh yeah, well we talked about that the other night because
we did. Okay, all right.
Yeah, because our guy. Oh yeah, preparation couldn't be completed. None of you could see
right.
that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't see.
Like I said at WHHI the last couple of days, and really for me the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to kind of figure out preliminary schedules of what our broadcast schedule might look like. We're not close to announcing anything, obviously, but getting the wheels turned a bit. That was a lot of what I did this week with various things, and have some additional thoughts in my parting thoughts along with my Derby exacta.
All right. Well, I think we can move in that direction. So shout out to some of our sponsors. Hudson's Seafood House on the Docks is a great place for seafood sunsets and cocktails on Hilton Head Island, right down on Skull Creek. Not the best weather for it tonight, but you can always go inside on a rough weather night. You can still get some great food at Hudson's Seafood House on the Docks, presenting sponsor of Under the Bus. And we got a new episode for you every week on the Lowco Media Network. So you can hear from Bob Stevens, Rich Basirico, and Curry Kirkpatrick as they rant and rave about all kinds of things.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think there's a lot for Rich to be happy about.
The Knicks pummeling the Hawks.
How about that? Good grief.
That was rough. That was a murder. Yeah, I hope they called the police. Murder. Under the bus, brought to you by Hudson's Seafood House on the Docks. If you need a personal injury attorney, especially over in Beaufort, you can call on Twinge and Twombly. They've got a remarkable name, but they are a rare name, also remarkable, and they provide remarkable service at Twinge and Twombly. If you need to improve your view at the Lowco, need some new windows and doors, call on HHI Windows and Doors. Our friend Coach Barron hung up his whistle at Hilton Head Prep, and now he's focused on a new kind of screens at HHI Windows and Doors, improving your view of the Lowco. We've also got Reverence Wrestling Club, the official wrestling sponsor of LowcoSports and presenting sponsor of the Lowco Grind. And I know we got some local wrestlers who are going to try out for Team South Carolina this weekend, so we wish them well, and hope they get to represent the Palmetto State. And shout out as well to Jay's Barbershop, the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. Great place to hang out with the boys and catch up on the latest gossip. You know how the barbershop be.
Oh, yeah.
So with that brings us to our parting thoughts. And Marcus Walsh, you've got some queued up for us. What do you got?
Yeah, have a few quick things. I saw the Cavaliers were getting walloped by Toronto, so I flipped it to the Guardians game. They're about ready to start against the A's. Um, and then on the Loco side of things, I've interviewed a lot of people in my time doing this, going back to when I was in high school, and certainly I've had a lot of great experiences here with WHHI and in the Low Country. And yesterday was, I think, top five for me
Hmm.
in my career. I interviewed John Froman, who is part of the board of directors of the Notre Dame Club of Hilton Head,
Oh, wow.
and they've got a huge event coming up. We all know that the Hilton Head All American Football Camp is huge, and I
Yep.
believe
Oh,
It's
yeah.
next
I'll
week.
I'll definitely know more next week. But I believe it's going to work out where Logan Clark and I go out and cover that. I'll do the interviews, and
Nice.
Logan will work the camera. I have to finalize that on Monday. But I think that's the way it's going to work, and I'm hoping that he can do Saturday because Saturday's my best day of the week for that. And it would make it even better because while I'm on Hilton Head, I would go to the Boys and Girls Club of Hilton Head from 4 to 5:30, I believe it is, and I'll have to double check. And the interview is on YouTube. The Notre Dame Club of Hilton Head is doing an event with the Boys and Girls Club with a bunch of the folks from Notre Dame that are there, going to be talking to the kids, getting autographs, the whole bit, and just being a part of the community. And so John and I talked about that in detail. There are 266 clubs of the Notre Dame Club all over the world.
Wow.
And I kind of was talking with him about it, on air. I said, a lot of them have to be from Ireland, right? And he said, yeah, not only Ireland, the US, everywhere. Just amazing stuff going on with the Notre Dame club, and especially the club here at Hilton Head. Big shout out to Allie McNair and my Choral Society buddy and Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra buddy Dan Castro as well. They both helped me immensely setting this up to interview John, and he was absolutely outstanding. Again, top five interview moment in my career, easily
Awesome.
happening there at WHHI yesterday. That is on YouTube. It aired yesterday as well, so you can catch it on YouTube. I'm sharing it on social media and whatnot if you want to go check it out. And again, the event is next Saturday afternoon after the Hilton Head All American Football Camp Day 2. I plan to be at both, and certainly once again attending the camp and doing the interview there, and then just attending the Boys and Girls Club event with the Notre Dame Club of Hilton Head. Honestly, as a fan, and I told John, I said I've been a Notre Dame football fan since I was yay high. My grandpa, instituted it in me from a very very early age. So that's some of what I've been up to the last couple of days. And then I wanted to get into my exacta for the Kentucky Derby because I said that I had that, and indeed I was working on it about an hour and a half ago. There are a few horses out of Florida, and one in particular that is really good, that has a connection with Kentucky and certainly with Churchill Downs, uh, with the great city of Louisville. The trainer is Brad Cox, the jockey is Luis Saez, and the horse that I am calling for the win is none other than Commandment, who is listed as one of the top horses
Yep.
in the
7 to 1.
field. Uh, a very strong contender. I've got him. He's at 7 to 1, and from what I was reading, he's a bit overlooked right now. But I've got him winning it. I'm going to go with Bob Baffert's horse that he owns. Mike Smith, the jockey. Mark Gallant is the trainer. So happy. I'm going to have not quite so happy, but a second
So
place
happy.
finish for so happy. And then I always look for good trainers and good jockeys, of course,
Yep.
when I'm doing this just for grins. And the favorite overall at 5 to 1, but he's in that number one position, which is always tough, especially at Churchill Downs at the Kentucky Derby. To show, I have Renegade. Todd Pletcher is the trainer there, and Irad Ortiz Jr., a very good jockey. I've got those guys finishing in third showing. So once
Tough
again,
draw
yeah,
for
for sure.
Renegade post 1.
Yeah,
That
Commandment
seems like
wins. So happy
that,
second, and Renegade third.
it's a pole position, I guess you could say, in like a NASCAR or Formula One kind of type. Maybe a
Yeah.
little different, but it's you get the pressure. It's just the pressure of being in that pole spot. I mean, it's different compared to.
Well, if you don't get out fast,
Yeah.
then
You're in
if
trouble.
anybody beats you to the pole, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the issue. Like nobody's won from there, right?
Yeah.
But
Nobody's
post
won
5
from that
has
spot
produced
from spot
10
one in the
winners.
Derby. Is that
I believe that's accurate.
well?
I could be wrong, but I
That's
think
pretty
nobody's
darn
won from
accurate
there.
for sure. That
I mean,
number
yeah.
one has been a struggle
100
bus
years of the
spot.
Derby. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Didn't expect
it's cursed.
Yeah.
It's not a good place.
Oh.
But perhaps Renegade bucks the odds.
They very well could.
Or bucks the trend because he
Yes.
is the favorite.
Yep.
They're fillies, right?
I'm just calling them they. I don't.
Everybody,
There have been a few fillies. I'm under the impression that these are all males.
these are all dudes. All right.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
they're
'cause
all
they always
dudes.
put 'em out
There
to
have been
females.
a few fillies to run in these races, but
Mhm.
in large part, they're males.
Okay.
All right.
So while we're talking about it, I have nothing to go on here other than the actual odds and the names, basically. But post 5 has produced 10 winners, so I'm gonna have to fight for my right to party at 30 to 1.
All right.
Is he in it? I think I saw that he got scratched.
Did he really?
I
Dang
believe
it.
he did.
All right. Well, these may be not updated odds then.
Okay.
Although, yeah, they're from yesterday, so maybe he got scratched. Never mind. Further ado, coming from.
All right. I will go with.
There you go.
I'll go with Chief Wallaby sitting at 9-1
I
from
like Chief.
spot
I do like
12.
Chief Wallaby. It's good.
I actually saw an interview in doing, what was maybe about 15 minutes of prep for these 5 minutes of me talking horse racing. Like I actually know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you were acting like you knew what was going on.
I actually watched an interview that Matthew Berry and a few others did on NBC, and the aforementioned from the other night, Steve Kornacki, was talking, and they were talking about certainly those 3 horses from Florida, Commandment being one of them. I forget who the other was, and I think the third was Chief Wallaby. And they were saying that it could very well be that one of those 3 horses ends up winning this thing. Yeah, I've been watching the Triple Crown since I was yay high.
Yeah.
I've
Me
got a
too.
lot of family that are involved in it, with horses and whatnot. And I lived on a farm when I was a kid too. So, it's just something fun. But it's like we talk about with absolutely anything and everything, even with what we do professionally. Honestly, it's a crapshoot because it's a game
That's
of
what makes it
chance,
great.
and that's
fun
what
of it.
makes it
great.
amazing.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's,
Who's gonna
that's
perform?
sports in general. That's
Yes,
when you're
that's right,
handicapping
yeah.
sport. If you're a sports handicapper, which is another the same as sports better, that's you're taking.
If we
all
knew
the
what was going to happen, it wouldn't be nearly as exciting.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
mean, it's the choose your own adventure of it that we love so much.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we love. But more Beastie Boys references, I don't know. That might sabotage the show.
My man, Kevin Libby.
Yeah, man. You got anything else, Marcus? Was that it?
Yeah, I think there is something that I may want to touch with you guys after we wrap up, but
Okay.
other
Yeah,
than
no
that,
worries.
that's it.
All right. What you got, Wes?
I remember there was one time I mentioned no sleep till Brooklyn at one point during the show.
Yeah.
I don't remember when it was. I just remember that song
Yeah,
being
I do
mentioned at
recall
some
that.
point. Yeah. Anyway. All right. But my party thought I got 2 of them. First off, got to meet for the first time today, and long overdue. He's a great guy. I'm really excited to see him in the area. But Evan Moxie, the new athletic director for Hilton Head High, I got to see him today at
Awesome.
the lacrosse game. A
Oh,
great
cool.
guy, smile on his face. He's gonna do a great job for this athletic program. I'm very excited to be seeing him for a lot more, starting at the end of this year and into the next season. So, welcome to Lowco, and really looking forward
Of course.
for him to be working with us and working with the Seahawks. And I think they made a terrific hire. His experience and with a lot of the plans and of what could really be developed in terms of that wrestling program, certainly, but a lot of other programs as well, I think is going to be
Mhm.
largely continue to be built on by Evan Moxie at the helm. So wish him all the best as he begins his tenure as athletic director of the Seahawks. And my second parting
Welcome
thought,
aboard.
wanted to give a big shout out to the Davidson women's lacrosse team who are on their way to the Atlantic 10 Conference Championship game after an upset win today over Richmond 11-10. What a stunning win for the Wildcats as they scored the winning goal. Brooke Ross with the winning goal with 5 seconds left in an 11-10 win, and they have reached the Atlantic 10 Championship in women's lacrosse for the first time in their program's history. So they will, and the best thing about it is they are hosting the tournament. It is at Davidson. So how cool is that to be able to, it's in the Atlantic 10. It's not like the top seed gets the host. It's a rotating list, or it's a rotation between the schools. So Davidson got the bid this year. They get to host the women's lacrosse tournament, and lo and behold, they're playing the championship on Sunday. So as someone who has been a part of that program as an announcer, broadcaster many years ago, really cool because this conference has been dominated by two teams, UMass and Richmond. Both, obviously, we know how big lacrosse is in New England. UMass has been a powerhouse, especially women's lacrosse. Richmond has as well, but the Wildcats beat them in what was an unbelievable game, 11-10, as I said. So, major congratulations to Kim Wayne, who was the head coach when I was there. She is still the head coach, and she has done a fantastic job with that program. So, wish them all the best as they get ready for Sunday.
That's awesome.
Awesome stuff. Anything else?
That's all I got.
That all you got?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so I got one. We don't show the track and field kids nearly enough love, but I've started compiling our performance lists, Lowco performance lists for the season, and then I happened to come across this. His name on Instagram, Unknown Day Day. We're going to try to make him a little more known. You know the name Deshaun Albany because he made some big plays in football season, but track's his main game. And he ran a Ridgeland school record, 10.85, or 10.85. Isn't that what it said? Here we go. Yeah, 10.85. School record for the Jags at the region, 4-1A meet. Let's see. Come on. Load a gun. Let's see. Day Day. Here come Day Day. There go Day Day. Woo! He flew.
Wow.
There you go.
Day Day will be
night.
known. Only a sophomore. Day Day's got a couple years left. He is not, however, the fastest man in the Lowco this season. You guys want to guess who that honor belongs to?
I think
Kirby Smart brought a helicopter to visit him.
Oh, yeah, of
I know
course.
who it is.
Amari Patterson from
Patterson.
Bluffton.
Yep.
He ran 10.5 in the 100. He also has the best 200-meter time in the Loco this year at 21.5.
Yep.
And I think that oh no, somebody got him. Somebody got him. I think he did have for a while the best mark in the state. But we do have a couple Loco guys who have the best marks in the state this season. Caden Stewart from Hilton Head ran 47.28 in the 400. That's the best mark in any classification in South Carolina this year. And Jonathan the Jet Kelly, 14.12 in the 110-meter hurdles is the best mark in the state this year. I think that's the only ones on the guys' side. Yeah. Let's see if we got any girls who have hit those numbers this year. I don't think so. But there's one. Sophia Krasnokitska.
Yep.
Sophia Krasnokitska from May River. Oh, that was in the 600 at a carnival. That's a non-traditional, but she ran the fastest in the state. It's a great name. That's it.
That is a great name.
Just wanted to shout out some of our Lowco track and field stars, and we'll continue to track down that stuff as we move toward the state championships. And I thought there might be one other thing, but I think that's it.
I actually have an impromptu one
Yeah.
more thought, because this literally just came through the door.
Wow.
Okay.
Sam just got home. We were hanging out, the other day doing something. I was probably doing some stuff, in my office, and she was doing some stuff in hers, whatever. And she said, "You got to come see this, because I'm doing something online that I think you're going to get a kick out of." And I don't know what site she was on, but she was creating a book about me, just putting my name in and putting in some details about what I do and things I say and whatever. And she created a book, and I literally have it in my lap here. It is
AI.
via AI, say what you will, but it's 234 pages. It is the number one bestseller in fiction books of 2026. It is titled "The Case of the Burping Broadcaster," and here I am.
The Tales of Marcus.
The Tales
What
of
in the
Marcus.
world?
The Case of the Burping Broadcaster, and it's 234 pages.
What in the world?
I kid you not.
Oh,
It's
wait,
got
what?
It's got the whole kit and caboodle.
It looks like you too.
And it does look like me. It's absolutely incredible. And I haven't
I feel
read
like
a book
Aaron must
in
be involved in this.
who knows how long.
Was it about-
Yes, it was.
What?
But I think he said, "Hey, I must be involved in this somehow." It was, but I think this is cool as heck. And
That's
I haven't
hilarious.
read a book in who knows how long. I
That
for
is-
sure
that
am
is
going to read
fantastic.
this.
What are we looking at here?
I
That's
started
unreal.
one last week because I had jury duty, but I didn't make it all the way through.
What book? What book are we talking about here?
It's a book that
It's a
Sam made
book
for Marcus. It's
that Sam
234
created
pages about the
for
burping
me.
sports broadcaster.
Oh, okay, very
about
nice.
me.
Okay, awesome.
That's outrageous.
Did my little
Yeah,
Outrageous. Lend me that when you're done with it. I want to
I definitely will.
if it's a good read. If it's a good read, lend that one to me.
And
Is it the Hardy
It-
Boys plus Alka-Seltzer?
it even comes with a picture of us,
It
and then
is-
the nutrition facts.
it is going to be
Oh my
on the
gosh.
top of the bestsellers list for a while. I
High
will-
in saccharin.
Sir,
guessing.
finish the tape. Finish the tape. That's
Yep.
true.
Ah,
All right,
Unreal.
boys. Good stuff. We're going to close it down just before an hour. So happy Friday, everybody. Thanks to our sponsors for making it possible. Thanks to you for showing up to listen or watch. Everybody who hung out with us, you're our boys and girls. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. For Marcus Walsh and Wes Kerr, I'm Justin Jarrett. Sunday night bracket special. We'll see you then. Until then, go Lowco.